Hey, what's up, everyone? So, in this segment, I'm going to go live and talk about a couple of different things. Namely, what I want to do is I want to talk about a couple of frequently asked questions. And these questions are so common that I see them over and over and over and over and over and over and over again over the years that I've been doing this. And so, what I wanted to do here in this sort of segment is go through a few of them and have an ongoing dialogue about these. Don't forget, if you have questions that you yourselves want to ask us, just leave them in the comments below and we will go ahead and shoot, or when we go live, we'll talk about those particular questions as well. So, just to sort of answer and have this ongoing library of frequently asked questions that a lot of students tend to have. So let's get into it over the next couple of minutes. So the first thing I want to do is I want to talk about the first question is, well, what is the difference between eminent domain and condemnation? And this is a good one that we see over and over and over, and test writers are very crafty about this one. So we want to know it. And it's a very simple difference, but it's important to know because the distinction between these two is important. It's relevant because they will test on it. So eminent domain, if you remember from your real estate courses, is the right of government to take private citizens' land for necessary public use. So that's eminent domain, and it's the right. So eminent domain, I'll just write ED, for eminent domain, ED is the right. And then condemnation is the process through which they take the property using the right of eminent domain. So condemnation is the process, like the due process of law that folks go through in order to take the property. So eminent domain is the right, condemnation is the process. Let's go to the next one. So the next question is well, what is the secondary mortgage market? And this is a classic one that we tend to see on exams. And you just need to know some basic fundamentals here. This isn't a crazy one. So basically for the real estate licensing examination, secondary market is a grouping of organizations that basically participates in loans that the primary mortgage market makes and sells to them. So the primary mortgage market is basically made up of things like lenders and mortgage brokers. So there's two markets. There's the primary, and then there's the secondary. And the primary market is made up of lenders, insurance companies, mortgage brokers, mortgage lenders, all of those folks that have direct consumer facing, sort of divisions. So like, for example, just a bank, right? That's the primary mortgage market. And then the secondary mortgage market is comprised of two or three major players that you need to know about. One is Fannie Mae. One is Freddie Mac. And then the third one is Ginnie Mae. All right. And all of these, the Federal National Mortgage Association, the Federal Home Loan Mortgage Corporation, and the Government National Mortgage Association make up the secondary mortgage market. They buy loans from the primary mortgage market, and then they take them and they make mortgage-backed securities and sell them off. So you just need to know primary versus secondary. Secondary market is made up of like Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Ginnie Mae, and that's basically all you need to know about that. The next question is what is the difference between exclusive agency and the exclusive right to sell? So this is in the world of listings. And when we have listings, we have a couple of different exclusive listings. One is the exclusive agency. All right, EX agency. And then the question is what is the difference between these two? So the exclusive right to sell. So the exclusive right to sell is inclusive of the seller. The exclusive agency listing contract excludes the seller selling the property themselves or some other excluded party. So exclusive agency means if I sign this agreement, if I'm the seller and I sign this with a real estate brokerage firm, I'm promising that they and they only have the right to sell and market my property amongst all other agencies, other brokerages. Okay, they have the exclusive right amongst the brokerages firms. And then the exclusive right to sell basically means that if the seller were to sign this, that the seller is saying, hey, listen, including all of the brokerage firms, including anyone, including me, if I list with you and if I happen to find a buyer that wants to buy my property and they want to buy it from me, then you are entitled to a commission no matter who sells my property. So the exclusive right to sell includes the buyer, the seller. And that's an easy way that I tend to remember it when I'm teaching classes. Hopefully you found that helpful. Hopefully this FAQ section was useful. Again, it's short and sweet. The idea here is for you to add some comments, some questions, and I'll go through them and my team will go through them. We'll start answering the questions for you and we'll try to build this nice library of frequently asked questions. And we went through 3 here, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and I almost forgot to tell you. So things are going really well here, sort of out in education land. And we've been building a lot of content. We've building a lot of stuff. If you haven't noticed, we've been putting a lot of content on YouTube. And we're looking forward to continue to do this. And we've got a whole bunch of really, really awesome stuff that's just going to absolutely stun you and going to help you get through these examinations and pass and be happy and learn some stuff. But in order to do that, we need your support. So if it's cool, make sure to subscribe to our channel. You know, if you want to leave comments, great. If you want to check out our other content, great. That would be awesome. But definitely engage with us and at least subscribe to our channel, and you'll be notified of any upcoming events and all of the happenings that we have here. We have a ton of really cool stuff that's going to help you pass that examination. Thanks. My name is D. Kumar. Looking forward to having you in an upcoming session, and we'll see y'all soon.